Destination X review tonight, which I will try to get to my other review later on. And I know I didn't do the review of Ring of Honor last week, but I will do one this week. And pretty much tonight on Destination X, 2 World Heavyweight title matches on the line. Pretty much first it would be Kurt Angle versus Rockstar Spud, and then later on, whoever won that match to go against Austin Aries as he cashed in his Feast or Fired case for the World Heavyweight title shot. And pretty much the show kicked off with Christy Hemme calling him out, but EC3 came out, and I'm pretty much said you're not doing this match. This is a sit-in. Destination X is canceled. This match will not happen because he is the #1 contender and he wants his title shot now. And he called for a chair and he sat in the ring and he talked about pretty much Destination X is canceled and everything, or America, and pretty much Kurt Angle came out and talked about he need to shut his mouth and that fans don't want to hear, people came to see wrestling, not a whiny little bitch. And pretty much EC3 said bitch, 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 bitch. He says you don't look out and drop that fucking title in your career. And Kurt Angle pretty much said in his career, and Kurt Angle said you want it in my career. And he said, I will snap your ankle too if you try to do it. And he told you, like, do it then. You want it in my career, do it now. EC3 pretty much backed up with Tyrus, and they were about to leave as Rockstar Spud came out. And they pretty much did the introductions for the TNA World Heavyweight title shot. With Kurt Angle against Rockstar Spud, he cashed in his X Division title. And it was a good match, I'll say that. Really good match. Kurt Angle won, hit the ankle lock on Spud, pretty much holding it, and pretty much Rockstar Spud had to take off his boot to check his ankle. Kurt Angle picked him up and shook his hand in pretty much after the match. And it was good, I'll say that. So, Spud lost, but I don't know if he didn't really lose anything from there. So, he pretty much, he had a good match with Kurt Angle. But Dollhouse came out telling Awesome Kong you'd have to do a lingerie pillow fight to get TNA Knockouts title shot against Terrence Harrell tonight, and they gave her some clothes she was gonna wear and everything. Low Key went against Manic versus Crazy Steve, as there'll be 3 triple threat X Division matches tonight to determine the next 3 people for the X Division champion in a triple threat match. But like I talked about, these 3, it pretty much was Low Key winning the match, hitting the Warriors way on. He hit the Warriors way on Manic, winning the title, winning the match tonight, pretty much moving on. And pretty much with everybody in this match, they went to Grado, which I don't know why he's even in this whole X Division thing, but I guess it's they said no weight limits, no limits, they said. So I don't know, people tried to say Grado's supposed to be another Samoa Joe, but he tried to say he was parkour, and he wasn't. And then they talked about the Mickey James and James Storm, which I said Mickey James okay, and Magnus, and everybody is literally just pretty much shitted all over this whole angle with this, James Storm pushing Mickey James into a train track to get hit by a train, and everybody thinks he's dead. And yes, it is retarded. It's stupid, really, really is. But maybe somehow they can recover from this. But it was a ridiculous thing they did last week with that clip and then playing it again. Mandrews versus DJZ versus Tigre Uno to determine who was going to get an X Division title shot. And sorry about my voice, but okay, that feels better. And pretty much a title shot. That match happened. Tigre Uno hit the win on Mandrews and a corkscrew 450. Pretty much had confetti. Well, streamers come in after that. And then pretty much after the match, Jesse Goddard showed up and beat the crap out of DJZ. Since the Broman's in there, which I didn't remember till now. And pretty much Tigre Uno won the match. I'm surprised he actually did win the match. I kind of had my money on DJZ or something, but he moved on and went back to Grado once again, talking to Tigre Uno, and pretty much Uno called him a jackass. Then after that, the Dollhouse came out here talking about this whole lingerie pillow thing was gonna happen. They called out Awesome Kong. Kong came out, and Marty Bell said, "You gotta put these clothes on. You gotta do it." And try to say, "Are you dumb? Earth the Kong, be a nice monster." And pretty much Kong beat up both the dollhouse and fought them to the back. And Terrence Terrell said, "You're not getting a lingerie match." And then pretty much said she was the winner until Brooke Tessmacher came out and said she promised the fans a title match tonight. And Terrence said, "You're not getting a title match." Kong left. She was the challenger, but pretty much Tessmacher pretty much beat the hell out of Terrence Hill, taking a robe away from her. Then and she just left with the title, which was, I was kind of disappointed in this because I kind of did want to see a title match with Awesome Kong and, you know, Terrence Hill. I don't know if Brooke Tessmacher is going to be the #1 contender. Hopefully it's a triple threat match or something, but I did kind of want Awesome Kong to get the title shot tonight. I actually did want to see that match, but it kind of a little bit of a letdown in a way because I kind of did want to see that match. Aries and Bobby Roode in the back talking about the, match tonight. He has a shot again tonight for the title, and he's sitting. Yeah, they're still going after the tag titles, but tonight was all about the World Heavyweight Championship, so that was gonna happen. Kenny King went against Cruz versus Griddle, which I thought Kenny King was gonna win this match, but Griddle won the match, doing that cannonball move thing on, I believe it was Cruz. Didn't win the match. So, this whole Grado thing, which, I'm still surprised about. A few months ago, he beat out Snow in the ring. If I remember that at the whole Impact. And that whole Impact, UK thing. So, I'm actually kind of surprised that Grado won the match. But I'm hoping this will be a good match next week with this whole Destination X stuff. And pretty much now it's Grado versus Low-Key versus T-Great Uno. So this is a very weird match for the X Division title, but hopefully a great match can come out of this. Bram beat up a cameraman in the back talking about, this is his destination and has to make history. He doesn't care about Destination X. He hates Destination X. And up next, he challenged somebody to come out. Any former TNA wrestler, anybody that helped build TNA or X Division or in the history of TNA, any past TNA star, come out here and face him, which was Crimson, which I haven't even seen Crimson in that long, and I didn't know Crimson. The last time I saw Crimson was probably like, 2013 maybe? 12, when it was the Bound for Glory series thing, and he lost to Joseph Parks, which Crimson, I guess, came back, and it was somewhat cool to see him back, but I wish it would have been a bigger TNA former star come back, but Mr. Used to be undefeated guy around here, Crimson, was here, so I don't know. Bram won the match. At least, he went with the brighter side of things, and his little DDT thing, and won the match. Which I'm not mad at that all the way. Bram won, at least didn't lose to a former guy, but maybe they're gonna build some in the Slammiversary about this, bring a lot of former TNA guys back, and which I would love to see. But I know we're not gonna get some of these guys back, and some people still say Sting would come back, which it will be cool, but it's not going to happen, unfortunately. Some type of way it happens, or if they can bring any other former guy back to the TNA. But it was kind of hard to see Crimson back tonight. EC3 talked about Kurt Angle, so he will get his title shot. And he didn't throw the first punch, but it will happen. And pretty much when we come to the main event, Kurt Angle versus Austin Aries for the World Heavyweight title. Main event, him cashing in his thing, and my God, this was pretty much the best match out of the night, pretty much. So this was pretty much a great match. Kurt Angle won, hit the ankle lock on Austin Aries, winning the match. Then pretty much EC3 came out and attacked him, which all these Destination X things for the past years, it looks like people say they should call it Destination Aries, because somehow, some way, Austin Aries always gets a World Heavyweight title shot at Destination X. So, yeah, because he's just always in a title match. 2012, what did he do? He won the match. even in 2013, in a way, he still was somewhat involved when we thought he was going to get the title shot again. Then last year, he got a title shot against Bobby Lashley. This year, he didn't have the X Division title to cash it in. He had the Feast of Fire case to cash in for a TNA World Heavyweight title shot, and won that match. So, yeah, somehow, some way, he's always in this title match for some reason. Which both the matches, you know, both title matches are really good tonight. This one was better, so the whole show wasn't bad. Yeah, there was a lot of, you know, hits and there was misses. I'll say that tonight. A lot of hits, a lot of misses. I thought one of the big misses was the whole knockout segment they had, which I think people may have wanted to see a title shot. And some people are going to say, oh, the X Division matches, you know, the season's going to be determined, but it wasn't that bad. Some matches like whatever, but the two world title matches were really good. So Kurt Angle will go against Rockstar Spud, and then Kurt Angle will go against Austin Aries, but the Austin Aries match was the better match, in my opinion. I'm sure a lot of people will think that also. So the show was really, I'll say it was good. I'm not saying like in a borderline average, could have been better. Could have been better, but it wasn't a bad show all the way. It was a good show, not great, but good. But now since that happened, I guess we're moving into Destination X. Not Destination X. I guess we're moving to TNA Slammiversary, which will be on pay-per-view June 28th, I believe. And I believe next week is supposed to be the contract signing or something. They hyped that up, so it's now going to be, I guess it will be Kurt Angle versus EC3 at Slammiversary. But the show was good tonight, so next year, once again, you know, it's me. Dash Double D coming into the news and reviews. You know what I do. Team today, we're done with this review of TNA. Check out my other reviews. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace.